So you're thinking of making a move to Stockton, California, and maybe you're just not familiar with the area and you're not really sure where to start, where to look, even know what there is to do in the area. So today I'm actually going to take you on a tour through Google Maps so you can get an idea of the layout of Stockton and have a better idea if Stockton might be the place for you. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know all about living in Central Valley of California, then make sure you tap that bell for notifications and hit the subscribe button so you can be the first one updated. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a realtor based out of Turlock, and I get calls from people just like you every single day looking to make a move here. So whether you're looking to move to Stockton or any of the surrounding areas, feel free to reach out to me and we can set up a time to chat. All right, so let's jump straight into the Google Maps here. This is going to give you a great idea of the layout of Stockton and just a better idea of where to go and visit when you do come for a trip to see if Stockton is the place for you. So a little background on Stockton. As you can see here with the outline, Stockton is huge. It has a population of around 320,000 people, which is significantly bigger than pretty much any other Central Valley city, minus probably like Fresno. But here in San Joaquin County, it is a really big city. And it's really unique because it's along the San Joaquin Delta. So right here, you can see this is the San Joaquin River that runs through. So Stockton is a major shipping port, and that's really where it got its start and is still super important to this day. So being that it has a river that runs directly through it, this is very unique for a Central Valley town, being that it's such a big river as well too, because there are a lot of options if you want to go boating, kayaking, things like that, that isn't really an option in other Central Valley towns. So if you enjoy water, this might be a good city for you. Now, if you are looking for transportation and you are either a commuter or just ways to get around, Stockton is pretty commuter friendly. It does sit in between two major freeways. So right here we have the 5 freeway, and then parallel to it is the 99. So they run parallel to each other all the way from Northern California to Southern California. And they eventually in Southern California merge around Bakersfield and turn into the 5. But those are two huge freeways that give you really great options. You don't really have to jump around to different freeways. Just pick one of them and go. It'll get you pretty much wherever you need to be as long as you're going north or south. Now, if you are a commuter and you don't want to drive, or maybe just the traffic's too much, there is also the ACE train, which is an option that can take you to pretty much the Bay Area, Livermore, San Jose, some places like that, which is a really awesome option if you do commute. Now, if you are looking to do a little bit of other traveling, Stockton actually does have its own airport as well. So it's located right down here. I would say though, keep in mind that the Stockton airport is kind of limited on where it goes. It used to fly to a few more places, but now it's pretty much just to Las Vegas. But if you are planning a trip to Vegas, because it's only about an hour flight or so, this is the perfect airport to go through. It's super easy. I think it's Allegiant Air is what flies through there. But if you are wanting to do a more international or further trip, you would have to go to some other airports. But we are fairly close to them because we do have Stockton, San Francisco, and San Jose, and Sacramento, all fairly close. But if you are looking for a quick just weekend trip, then this is definitely the airport that you're going to want to go to. So I've zoomed in the map so we can take a deeper look into downtown Stockton, because that's where there's a lot going on. All of Stockton has this marina area, really beautiful waterfront views. So all along here, these are just walking paths, pretty wide. It's not even connected to the street. It's its own separate path, so you can walk along the marina and waterfront. Really beautiful if you take a walk along here. This side, there's a park over here, lots of benches and places to eat, have parties, picnics, things like that. Here in downtown Stockton too, there's quite a bit of other stuff. So we do have up here is the Weber Points Event Center. So it's an outdoor event center where they host, I want to say concerts, things like that. So that's a lot of fun to go to, especially in the summer when the weather's nice and warm out in the evening. So over here, this is the Bob Hope Theater. Again, they do different types of events, things like, concerts, comedy shows, all that type of stuff. And if I zoom in just a little bit more, you'll be able to see there is a children's museum as well too. So pretty hands-on, interactive, a lot of fun for families and small kids also. So there's quite a bit to do around here. There's also, it's a little bit further off the path, but up somewhere around here-ish, there is a ballpark as well too. So you can go watch a baseball game. So there's a lot just centrally located on this specific area. Don't really need to drive once you park. It's pretty walkable to the different points. So I really recommend going to downtown, getting a bite to eat, especially along the waterfront. Now, if you are considering a move to Stockton, then this part of the video is going to be pretty important to you, or just really useful, I should say. I'm going over some of the most popular neighborhoods here in Stockton. You'll notice a lot of them are west of the 5 freeway, and the price points get higher as we do go more north. So keep that in mind, especially the closer we are to waterfront views, the more expensive the homes are going to get. But we're going to start down here with Weston Ranch. So this is Weston Ranch right here, and you can see this is the 5 freeway right next to it. So Weston Ranch is a little bit more of an affordable option. It's really commuter friendly. Like I said, it's right next to the 5 right here. So if you are a commuter, this is most likely the main freeway you're going to get on and use. The homes here are around the 500,000s or so, so it's considered a more quiet community, but really great option if you are moving and you are a commuter. Now we're going to head up north a little bit more and take a look at Brookside. So this is Brookside right here, and once again you can see the 5 freeway. We're going to zoom in and you'll see that Brookside is a little bit pricier, a little bit more expensive. On average, the homes are around 700,000 or so, but they vary greatly depending on where they're located, especially if it's in the gated community or not. So some of the homes are in the gated community, some of them are outside of that, so that will affect the value. But something really nice about Brookside right here is there is the country club. So a lot of residents do enjoy the country club and have memberships there. You can see there's also parks surrounding it, and you're really close to the San Joaquin River right here. So it's super nice. A lot of waterfront property around here. A lot of custom homes, really unique homes as well too. So if you drive through this community, you probably won't see a home that looks identical to the next one. No tract homes here, so which is really nice and really unique. So moving along to Lincoln Village, there is Lincoln Village here, but there's also Lincoln Village West. Now, Lincoln Village West, I would say, is probably one of the more popular areas, and that is because of its location directly by these lakes right here. So you can see these lakes are kind of a weird leaf shape here. Half of these properties do have waterfront views or so the prices do really vary depending on if you have a home that has access to the lake or not. So, you know, in a certain neighborhood, these homes on the left side of the road may have waterfront views, and then over on this side may not. So that significantly impacts the price and the value of the home. But there's just a lot to do over here. You can see here's the marina where you can have boat access. So even if you don't have waterfront views at your own personal place, you can still rent access for having a boat slip if you do have a boat. So that's becoming a pretty popular community. Then lastly, I was going to show you Spanos Park, which is right here as well too. Now Spanos Park, there's an east and west side, very similar. They're kind of newer developments, a lot of new parks, shopping, things like that. So it's becoming more popular if you are into newer homes, maybe just less maintenance, I should say. They're newer subdivisions. It's a really nice area, and again, another lake. So you'll notice a lot of these northern and then west of the 5 areas I'm showing you are popular simply because of the access to the lake, or the rivers, I mean. So here's the river. These are all little lakes throughout here. These are all lakes. Here's another lake. So pretty much all those neighborhoods I show you have some type of access to a lake or marina, and that's why they're so popular. Now, if you're going to live in Stockton or in a surrounding community, of course you want to know what there is to do there. So there's quite a bit for people of all different age ranges, and there's a lot of outdoor stuff. A lot of people don't think of Stockton as an outdoorsy place, but because of the waterfront, there is a lot of things to do outside here, which is really great if you're an outdoor enthusiast. So here's downtown over here, and super close is Victory Park, which has the Hagen Museum on it. Now, the Hagen Museum is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous, and it shows exhibits on the local history as well as some art galleries there. So definitely take a look at it. It's just right in the middle of this park. Now, Victory Park also does summer concert series. It has a rose garden, some ponds and fountains, lots of ducks, geese, and it's really a perfect place if you want to have a birthday party when the weather is nice out there. It's huge, tons of grassy area. It does have public restrooms there as well too. So definitely a great place for that. Now, if you are looking for something family, kid friendly, especially little kid friendly, then I would recommend checking out Pixie Woods, and that is located over here. Now, Pixie Woods, it's kind of an amusement park, kind of just a really large park to go to. It's a lot of fun for the kids. definitely look it up. You can also rent it, I think, for birthdays and stuff like that, but definitely go to their website and check it out. But that's really fun if you have small children, and a lot of people do that here. And a lot of people aren't aware that this is located here in Stockton. So it's kind of a local gym here. Now, more outdoor stuff. If we go to the very northern part of Stockton, and we have Oak Grove Park. So this is located right over here. Now, Oak Grove Park, you may notice that right here in the middle, there is a lake as well too. So I want to say this is around 180 acre park. It's pretty big. And while you're here, you can enjoy disc golf. You could do paddle boating. You can go fishing. There's a lot to do around here. So once again, if you want to just enjoy the weather, be outside, great area. Now, in terms of weather, obviously it gets very, very hot here in the summertime. But in the summer evenings, all of these parks are fantastic to go to, especially when the sun is out till past 8 p.m. But especially spring and fall, it's also really great weather. And even in the winter, it gets chilly, but here in California, it's maybe cold for us, but if you're moving here from somewhere that actually is cold, this weather is going to be a breeze and not a big deal. Even in the winter, you can see plenty of people out wearing shorts. So I definitely recommend taking a look at that. Now, of course, besides the parks, as I've gone over a few times, just being along the waterfront area here close to downtown in Stockton is always great. You can't go wrong with a nice waterfront view, with something to eat, or doing some local shopping. So those are some really big things to do here. Now, of course, there's a few other things as well, but in terms of outdoorsy things, this is what you're going to want to do. Now, if you're looking to do a little shopping, Stockton actually has some really great malls here as well too. So we're going to zoom in. You can see we're close to Lincoln Village here. Pacific Avenue right along here is a pretty big street that runs throughout Stockton. If we zoom in here, we can see we have the Weberstown Mall, and then actually directly across this street is the Sherwood Mall. I don't know why the name's not popping up, but this is Sherwood Mall. This is Weberstown Mall. I don't know why it's two separate malls. It's literally right across the street from one another. But there is a lot of great shopping and dining there as well too. I know that myself personally, and a lot of people that I know, even if they're from a few other communities within a 30-minute radius of Stockton, will drive to that mall since there's just more options there, depending on which town that you specifically live in. So there is some really good shopping here. They do also have throughout, of course, shopping areas as well too. They're just not as big. These are the main malls. Now, lastly, if you're living here in Stockton, you're probably going to want to know about the schools. In the Lincoln area, this Lincoln School District, according to, I think it's bestplaces.net or niche.com, one of those, it ranks pretty well in terms of school ratings. There's a lot of schools, elementary, middle, and high schools that are given an A rating. So there's really good education on the public side, and you don't have to send your kids to private school because there are good options. Now, in terms of advanced education, once they do graduate high school, we do have 2 colleges here in Stockton. We have San Joaquin Delta College, so that is right here. The San Joaquin Delta College is a junior college, so it's a 2-year. You can get your associate's degree here. It's honestly a really, really great junior college. They have some really good sports programs, and it's pretty big, and it's a really, I've visited the campus before. It's a really nice campus as well too. But if you are looking for getting your bachelor's, master's degree, doctorate, all that, quickly, just on the other side of March Lane, we do have University of the Pacific, commonly known as UOP. Now, UOP is a historic school. It's super charming. If you have the chance to go visit UOP, I highly recommend it. At least drive around. Most of the facade there is all brick. It looks like something almost out of the East Coast. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. Lots of really awesome programs there, no matter what you're looking to study. So definitely take a look into that. And if you are moving to Stockton because of school, there is some really great options here and in surrounding areas as well too. Well, there you have it. I hope that was helpful, and I hope it gave you a little bit better of an idea of Stockton, its location. And if you do plan on visiting there, make sure you visit some of those parks, the waterfront, downtown. You definitely won't be disappointed. It's really nice. So if you are looking to make a move to Stockton, feel free to book a Zoom call with me, give me a call, send me an email. However you want to contact me, go for it. And we can sit down and go over exactly what it is that you're looking for and go over the buying process. Until next time, I really hope I get to show you around Stockton.